John Daniel Jose.
I'm Sharon De Leon.
And we are here at United Laboratories Incorporation, or also known as Unilab. For today, Cherry.
Alright, our agenda for today is that we have the privilege to conduct an interview with the operation manager of this company.
That's right, Cherry. So we have the courage and privilege to interview together with the operation manager. So we asked him a few questions: what is leadership, how to be an effective leadership, and how he handles a certain situation in his subordinate. So, tara guys.
Go!
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for this opportunity, sir, to have to talk with you.
Yeah. Anytime for the learning and all that. I'm pretty much very supportive of those things. So yeah.
So we're going to ask you about what is leadership. What's your mindset or view to leadership? So to proceed,
What does leadership mean to you?
Well, leadership is like, so for me, it's more of like a responsibility rather than an authority for you. So it's like you're responsible to your direct reports. You're responsible for their development, for their success, for their career growths. So it's more of like that rather than the authority that you have for them. So that's one thing for me.
Okay, sir. For the next question, could you describe the key actions and behaviors of the person that you've experienced as best leader?
Oh,
As your best leader.
So as my best leader, I think that has been my mentor before. He gives clear, precise, clear and precise directions on where to go. In terms of if you have like a challenges, he helps you. No, because being a leader, you need to be more how do you call this, accommodating in terms of your associates or your direct reports. You need to know if they're having some challenges, how can you pitch in to help them? How can you help them succeed? Because that's the goal of a leader. And another thing for a leader is you need, as a leader, the measurement or the gauge, you should be dispensable. You need to duplicate or triplicate yourselves, because that's how a leader is measured. You get to be a lead. You get to develop a leader out of you.
Are leaders born or made?
Well, for me, no. In terms of my personal experience, it's really leaders are made. So there are leaders that are not that good, but they're good leaders. So good leaders have been there for their experiences, for their passion in terms of leading people, in terms of how they help people. So for me, it's really more of a being made, because it's more of your exposure to the people, it's more of your exposure to the scenarios, it's more of knowing what to do and how to do it.
For the next question, sir, what is a role model for you?
So a role model, it's someone that people sees, it's someone that people look at, and it's someone that people aspire to be someday.
In what ways are role models important for leaders?
Well, because technically, there's a couple of associates on your organizations, and they are looking for someone who can help them succeed on their career. It's either career or personal life. And a role model, someone who you look up to, is very important, especially for you guys that you are pretty new in the organization, especially for the ones that are newly grad. They need someone to help them succeed, how to succeed. they need someone to guide them. So that's how important the role model is.
Who are your role models and what are their characteristics?
Well, basically, it's my previous bosses. So, again, for my previous boss, they're really precise in giving me directions. They're not big. They provide me more details on how to do things. Also, they give me like a guidance if ever there are some challenges that I face and I encounter, and they help me succeed. It's not only providing directions, it's not only providing goals, it's also providing the help that you need to succeed on your current position.
What have you learned from them?
Learn from them to be more assertive in things, to be more communicative, to really express yourselves, to get things done, whatever it takes. That's how I learn from them.
Okay, sir. For the next question, what can leaders do to help others in the organization see the future?
Well, I think it's more of providing them the bigger picture of the organization. Like for a couple of associates, no, it's not only processing, it's not only doing their tasks, but how they impact on the organization, how they impact on the bottom line. That's how leaders should be looking at things, so that people could know their tasks on a bigger picture.
So, sir, what are some of your actions you take to create a climate for change and encourage risk-taking?
So currently what's the question again?
What are some of the actions you take?
Actions. All right. So for the actions, because currently or even previously, I really because I'm more of a people developer, so I want to push people to go beyond their what is expected from them. If no one gets the job done, then someone is. And so I'm pushing my team to go to their beyond their limitations, extend those things in order for the results to happen. Okay, so that's what I'm imposing to my leads. So there's like I always tell them, fail more often, fail fast, fail cheap, because from those failures you will learn how to maybe you will have that experience. You will learn how to do it better, make it more efficient and more how the cost savings. All right.
For the next question, sir,
Mhm.
should leaders let their constituents fail?
Well, not really fail, but I think they need to at least experience failure, so that they can know how to do it right, how to make things work. Because if they don't experience failure, I think they will have this notion that they want to succeed without taking a risk. So that's what. So not technically fail, but it's more of giving a chance to fail. All right.
So, next question. How can leaders create a climate of trust and facilitate relationship among people in our team?
Well, climate of trust, it's more of letting people decide. It's more of empowering them. It's more of having them get things done. It's not me directing how to do things, but it's more of then how to do things with the results that I'm expecting.
For the next question, what are 3 things that can be done to improve Finnish leadership practice? What are the 3 things that you can do to continue learning to be a better leader?
3 things that for the leadership practice, I think it's more of, for me, the number one thing is coaching. Coaching is a big factor for leaders. You need to really coach your people how to do it. How can you help people, check them every now and then. So you get to touch point. It's more personal with you as a leader, because you know the vibe of your associates. That's the number one. The number 2 is you need to have like a clear instructions to your members. If it's not clear, then they don't have like an idea on how to do things or how the results would come up. Number 3 is you need to be more of a visionary. It's not only like a day-to-day activity that you want to surpass. It should be more of a futuristic. Where can I take my team? What I want to, where do I want to go? What I envision for my team, what I envision for my organization. For the next question, for the learning, I think you continue learning by doing most of the things that I'm doing. So like MBWA, that's what I'm currently doing. It's like management by walking around. You get to see the process, how people are doing that kind of thing. So that's one, MBWA. You get to touch base with your people. No, get to chit chat with them. What's their interests? How you can contribute to their personal development or even professional development. The number three, I think, for the learning is you keep on because the biggest room in the room is really the room for improvement. You keep on reading things. You keep on exploring things. You keep on like thinking beyond what is the normal things. So that's in that way you keep on continue learning.
For the next question, tell me about the time you struggled with work-life balance. Did you manage to solve the problem? How did you do it?
Well, actually, in terms of work-life balance, when I was a new leader, that's the time that I encountered that one. Because being a processor way back, I want to execute and things by myself. So that's the number one struggle that I have. But after 6 months, I realized I'm a leader now. I should be more of empowering my people, not doing it by myself. I have a team where they are more knowledgeable than me. So after 6 months, I did do, because I only have like the 3Ds for my management style. So the 3Ds that I have is like, the number one is to delegate things. Number two is either to deny things, or number three is to delay things. So I've learned that after 6 months for the 3Ds. After I learned that, then I get to hang of it for the 3Ds. And I get to delegate more often. It makes me feel more relaxed, and it makes me feel more productive when I delegate things, when I deny and look at the priority of the things that I have.
For the next question, how do you monitor the performance of individual team members? In what specific ways do you motivate your team?
In terms of performance monitoring, so you need always know, you can't improve things if you can't measure it. So for the previews, and this is for my experience, I always do like a scorecard. So it's a combination of the subjective items and the objective items. The objective items are those that really can be measured by the numbers. Let's say, for example, your productivity, the quality that you have, your efficiency, how the turnaround time that you have. That's the objective things where you can measure it by the numbers. The subjective things are the things that you need to also provide measurement. Let's say, for example, critical decision makings, business mindset. So you get to combine that on your scorecard so that you get to see every month or even on a quarterly basis how you are scoring your associates. What's the last question? Sorry.
For the last question, how would you describe your leadership
Oh,
style?
no, not that one. I think there's another question on the 11th.
In what specific ways do you motivate
Alright,
your team?
yeah. In terms of motivation, it's more of like because people have different motivations, but people are motivated when they knew what they are doing, what's the impact of the things that they're doing to the organization. If they knew that they have this sense that I have a bigger responsibility, I have this bigger role, and I need to have this I need to do this correctly. That's
For the last question, how you will describe your leadership style?
well, my leadership style is like I'm a people servant. So as I've mentioned earlier, I always ask my people, how can I help you? How can I help you succeed in your role? How can I help you succeed in your current task? That's how people servant is. So I empower them to think. If they have any challenges or any struggles, I pinch in. Then I ask them, how can I help you guys? It's not me providing only the task, but it's me providing how can I push you forward, what's the help that you need from me, so that we can succeed both. Because that's the important thing for me. You guys need to succeed. Alright? Anything else?
That's all, sir. Thank you, sir.
Alright, thank you guys. Thank you.
So that will be the end of our interview together with Mr. Christopher San Jose. It is pretty obvious that Mr. San Jose is really an effective leader, and we learned so much things from him regarding on how to be an effective leader, and I can say that his thoughts will be very useful for us in our future endeavor. So how about you, Cherry? What can you say about
Yes, that's true. We learned so many things from him about leadership. And that's it.
Okay guys, so thank you guys. Bye-bye. We're
Bye.
signing off.